Alright, short stream today. Shortish. Playing Pokemon again. I have never in my life started stream, walked away to go feed the cats, and grab a drink, and then come back, and there's already people in chat. So, hi people in chat. Welcome. We welcome all chatters here, active and lurkers alike. Let's see, where's my... I can remember how to work my streaming software. There we go. So I'm basically where I left off before. However, I did some off-screen grinding, and by grinding I mean rare candying. So I should actually go back to PC. We have a few new Pokemon to take a look at. Sandslash, nobody's ever seen one of those before. A few of them I left not evolved into a new form yet. This isn't fusion. Wow, Tammy, your powers of observation astound me. Some of them I haven't quite started evolving up into the new forms yet. Where's my Vaporeon? We're getting to that. Can you not see the thing? Look down at the bottom of the screen. You can see it right there. We could do it. So anyway, so some of these should be very familiar, like these. Not that. Well, I did have that before, actually. But some of them I've evolved off-screen, some of them I'm going to be evolving today. We now have a Gorachu. We now have a Magnezone, which is a canon Pokemon, but not a Gen 3 Pokemon. I'm hoping also that Magnezone, as it continues to evolve further, will gain its lost speed back. That's my biggest concern with that one, because I really want to use it. Because I really like Magneton. But we'll see how that goes. Let's see, we have a Venomoth to evolve. Arbok has evolved into No-Tip, which... I can't remember... No, it didn't gain. It looks like it should be, like, gaining a... a ghost type, right? I guess we don't need another poison ghost, but like, it looks like it should, right? But I think it has one more evolution after this. And we'll see where it goes from there. Did Gorachu still not give you Thunder? Gorachu did give me Thunder, actually. We have it right here. We don't have Thunderbolt, though, which is unfortunate. But I mean, I've still got higher attack than special attack. And I keep forgetting that Pikachu and Raichu actually, I think, have equal attack and special attack. It's just, it's your nature and your IVs and EVs can bias it towards one or the other. But you can actually run a physical Raichu in the base game. I just always forget that because it's never what I want to do, but you can. Let's see. We've also got a Clefable evolution. This thing is adorable. I love its big arms. Also, Clefairy really said I could use pants. I don't know where the pants came from. Or if that's supposed to be pants. It looks like pants. We have a Pyrofree here, which... Does anybody want early game Volcarona in Gen 3? There you go. We even have Psychic coverage. I don't know if this thing learns... What is it? Flamethrower? By level up? I hope it does. That would be really nice. But we've evolved our 2 different variants of the Beedrill evolutions. We have Dronark, which I actually kinda messed up a little bit, because thinking about it, I should have let it learn both screen moves. Because that seems to be what it's built for. If you look at its stats, it's got good defense and special defense. And then this one, of course, has attack, good attack and speed. And I really should have given Dronark dual screens, but I didn't, and we're gonna live with that decision. We also have Eradicate evolution. Remind me later to yell at Kel if they're not busy. I will always support yelling at Kel. Always. Every day. Did this gain a secondary type? I'm not sure. It did not. It's still timid, and it still has the worst ability. So I don't know if I'm going to be using it, but I am going to, at the very least, rare candy it to evolve it and see what it eventually evolves into. That knot in its tail has me concerned that it might be evolving into a Rat King. If you know what a Rat King is, it's horrifying. But I wouldn't mind a secondary ghost type. Oh dear, yeah. We have Machamp, which has more evolutions to come. Past level 40, I've noticed a pattern. A lot of these Pokemon seem to be evolving at or near level 40. So it was a little weird that Machamp still hasn't evolved. I did go a little bit past 40 for Secticite here, because this thing, first of all, it trades out the garbage grass type for the much better rock type. And despite Bug and Rock both being kind of bad defensive types on their own, what I've found is that they're actually pretty good defensively together. So I'm very happy about this this update. I kind of want to use this thing. We still have Effect Spore, and because this thing has good defenses, both defenses, I'm not sure if that HP value is good. I don't think it is. At level 44, 122 HP is looking on the low side. But it should be able to take some hits. So being able to take hits, having Effect Spore, that could be pretty good. I've got it set up as a sort of partial Cleric. And, well, an Aromatherapy Cleric and a Spore Spammer, which is why I went to level 44. Instead of Paris delaying evolution 1 level and learning Spore at 25, the whole evolutionary line now learns Spore at level 44, which is much more balanced, because Spore is really OP. It's especially much more balanced when you consider that this thing's got like 2 more evolutions past this form, and it's going to be getting much better stats, or it should be. Hopefully. I hope it gets better stats. Because the stats are already looking pretty okay. It just needs a little bit more speed. I'd like some speed. We got the Nidos, which haven't evolved further yet, either. So I didn't bother leveling up Nidoqueen. We have the Annihilate at home, Gorillash here. And I noticed after leveling this thing up and evolving it, we have an Adamant Mankey line. So that's going to be fun. We can maybe do something with that. Of course, we still have Phelonk. And there's your Vaporeon evolution, by the way. Tammy. And the Flareon evolution. Just heads up, if Brian streams Dragon's Dogma, I'm leaving faster than Sonic. Godspeed. Oh yeah, Electrode has a really fun evolutionary path as well. We have a Lickitung that I haven't leveled up because I just caught it. And a Weezing that, same. And a Ponyta that, well, same. And an extra Coughing because I actually caught the Weezing in the wild first. And then I had to go back and find it Coughing. Also, these two are in the Shame Box. I don't know if you remember, they're both Modest Natures on exclusively physical Pokemon. So I'm probably going to catch an extra one of both of these. And looking at the party, we still have Chariguana. Victory Bell evolved at level 40, by the way. We still have Hydrodos. We've got the Plasmion. Send them to the mines. Well, they're both rock ground types. And I caught both of them in a cave. They might go to the mines. We have a Spiritails, which of course evolves from Ninetales. And our Farfetch'd evolution evolved further into Fountain, which gains the Ghost type. And becomes a special attacker. Slightly biased towards special attack. We're keeping it around because it's got Cut and Fly. Mostly Fly. But I think I'm going to go take care of the... I could go ahead and take care of the gym first. Why are you damaged? Also, Mystery Dungeon music on tap. A small section of yesterday's stream got muted. For, I guess, one song in the mix was not actually stream safe. False advertising. It's kind of hard not to false advertise when they keep changing the standards. Am I going to use you? Or should I use... use Spirit... Maybe we don't run double fire types. I mean, you don't actually need a balanced party. It's better to have strong Pokemon than it is to have a variety of Pokemon. To an extent. I think I want to use Plasmion as my electric type, at least for a while, at least until I can see the further evolutions of Magnezone. Oh no, you know what? You know what would be really great and entertaining for me to do? Is if I sat here and rare candied a bunch of these Pokemon that I haven't gotten to yet. Oh, let's use... Wait, no, I'm trying to get rid of a fire type. Hang on. Oh, what do I want to use? What do we want to try out? Maybe we try out No-Tip? We don't have a poison type, although a poison flying type would be better. But if I want to use a flying type... I mean, doubling up on fire types is not the worst thing in the world for the grass gym, but also... I don't think the grass gym is anything to be worried about. Smokescreen. I am actually going to learn that. I think it's useful. You can do accuracy cheese with that. All hail the smokescreen. Because usually Pokemon that can get smokescreen can't get sand attack. I think double team is maybe a little bit better if you're an attacker. Haze. Do we learn Haze, maybe? I might learn Haze. So self-destruct is a nice little fuck you button. And I kind of want to keep it around because of that. For a tackle. God, Mystery Dungeon had such great fucking music. Especially the originals. Especially Red and Blue Rescue Team. Level 40! No evolution, wow. That's weird. And I think I am gonna cap it at 40 for the next couple battles because... Not cap, but you know what I mean. Makes you wonder who would win if the trainer has their last Pokemon and you nuke both of yours and their... And it's a draw, okay. I actually don't have to wonder because I've done that before. And the game biases it towards a draw goes to the NPC trainer. Or goes to the enemy trainer. Now, I don't know how a draw works. I think they actually do have a proper draw implemented for PvP battles. So if you're like battling over a link cable, or I guess over an internet connection if you play the modern games. I say as if I have used a link cable even once in the last 20 years. You'll be good for later. Well, maybe. Yeah, I think we stick with this. This will be fine. I'm not worried about the gym. I just kind of want to not have double fire types. I am curious what the gym trainers have. If they'll have any. They should have some new Pokemon. Venusaur. Trying to learn Air Slash. Oh, they do have Air Slash in the game. That's one of those later gen moves. One of those Gen 4 and onwards moves that they actually backported to the game. Oh man, do I want to use Air Slash? The thing is, it would be really nice if a Gyarados, or its evolution in this case, got a flying move to make use of both of its stab types. But I'd like a physical flying move. Dragon Rage probably is at the point where it's gonna start falling off. So I can get rid of Dragon Rage, yeah. Although, I don't know, maybe it, like, as it continues to evolve, it will turn into a special attacker. Let's check its stats. No, I don't think that's gonna happen. Never mind. A wild Rhydon appears in chat. Wow. Oh, I should go back and get, a non-modest, Rhyhorn. I guess we just sweep with Charizard. That's what you do, right? Like, if you have a Charizard, you just sweep Erica's gym with Charizard. Why would you not do that? I guess it steals XP from the rest of your Pokemon, but who cares? Need the extra firepower. I think Tangrowth is pretty thick. A pretty thick boy. Trying to learn Slash. Oh, I should also I should be better about checking new stats. Because they can change stats. And they can actually flip, like, which physical or special stats a Pokemon specializes in for the new evolutions. And if that happens, and I've got, like, a Pokemon set up for special attacks, and then it turns into a physical attacker as it evolves further. Yeah, I kind of want to stay on top of that. Slash. No, thank you. Not Air Slash. Air Slash would be very good. This thing dies to every single one of my moves. Poor thing. It should evolve again. And then it'll trade out the grass type for a rock type, and then it'll get a lot better. I wonder if they implemented thick fat for Venusaur. That would actually be very good for Venusaur. I think you can... Let me check some... Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, okay. I can encounter a Squirtle. Can I... Can't encounter a wild Venusaur. What about Wartortle? If you can encounter a wild Wartortle, you cannot. Okay. So I'm gonna have to try and guess where I can find a Bulbasaur. I guess I could look it up. There is documentation that I can use to find Pokemon locations, and it's not that spoilery. That is a new, fuck, what's it called? Fuck, what's it called? Vileplume. I have one of those. That I need to evolve. Speak of the devil. What? Executive. That's another pun name that's escaping me. I'm not sure what that is. I'm sure it's very clever. I'm just not sure what it is. Well, we're still super effective against it. It kind of looks like it might be a ground type. Trying to learn Thunder Wave. I will take a Thunder Wave over Quick Attack, I guess? That's less useful than Double Kick. Okay. I'm curious to see if they've done anything to make Erica less susceptible to just being swept by a Charizard. Okay, so she's got a Muctrabell. That dies to Flamethrower. Electivine. So fun fact, I have a little bit of the dyslexia. I constantly misread Electivire as Electivine. And I kind of wonder if somebody else has the same issue. And that's why this thing exists. It's probably still Electric type, right? So I don't want to use Wing Attack. Wrathwork again. I wonder if that thing gains a Dark type instead of Poison. Tangather. Okay. At level 41, does that mean that, like, my Tangrowth is about to evolve? Okay, so no, she still gets swept by a Charizard. Slightly over-leveled, I will admit. It was not a fair fight, but I don't think the few levels I had over her going into the battle mattered all that much. Since when is Pokemon ever a fair fight? It's true. Everybody, every casual playthrough goes the same way. You pick your starter, and then you pour all of your experience into your starter, and then you sweep the entire game with your over-leveled starter. This guy's probably gonna have... Oh yeah, Ratchet. By the way, if you look at its ears, I like that the ears on this evolution kind of mirror the ears on what is it? It's another Raticate form, Alolan Raticate, I think, if I remember correctly. Is that the one I'm thinking of? Anyway, a little detail that I like. I love being level 42 and my best stab move being Thunder Shock. I mean, I guess I could put... I should have. Yeah, Shockwave. I could put Shockwave on it, but... I'm not gonna use resources in a JRPG. Are you kidding me? You're insane. Can I have a one-shot, please? This thing's been rare candied from, like, level 4, I think. So it's not actually that surprising. Ha. I could have just attacked twice. And that would have been faster. Oh wait, is there an item? Another hidden item here? There is this. This is not a good matchup. Let's use you, actually. Mind Reader. Oh no. I'm about to get hit with a perfect accuracy confusion, probably. Machamp. Despite this thing being a special attacker, it gets Sword Stance. Oh right, there's nothing down here. Well, at least Golbat's a one-shot. If you've ever seen Golbat's stats, you'll know why that's not impressive. Actually, you know what? I say that. Every time I've fought a Golbat without a big level advantage in the games, speaking of level advantage, these seem weirdly low level, because they're lower level than the gym trainers. But every time I've fought a... Oh, that's a 3-shot. Ugh. Never mind! When in doubt, just crit forehead. But every time I've fought a Golbat in living memory, it has always been weirdly hard to kill. Which is unfortunate, because if I put one on my team and tried to use it, it would be one-shot constantly, and it would not be able to do any damage to anything, because Golbat sucks when you put it on your team. But I guess when the computer uses it, it's suddenly a competent battler. Trying to wear Petal Dance. Okay. In place of Vine Whip, I think. So we have like a big damaging move. Turn around Explosion. We run and we explode. I don't know how much that 50 extra base power does. Normally, 50 extra base power is a huge upgrade, but considering that we're talking 200 to 250, I don't know that it's definitely going to do more damage, but I don't know that it matters. You know? Like, the 200 base damage is probably going to kill just about anything it hits anyway. Oh, great. Now I'm poisoned. It's my experience in Dark Souls last night all over again. I shouldn't have stayed in. I don't think I have any revives. Let's do Hydrodose. You can't... You do less damage now because I've intimidated you. And then it didn't matter because I went first and killed you anyway. Here, grab the rare candy that I don't need. But I'm grabbing it on principle. Extra moons. Oh no, that's where the extra moonstone is. I didn't have to buy an extra moonstone. Oh no. Okay. If we go this way. And then we go this way to get the item. Okay. Then we do this. Then we go up here. And then we use Hydrodose. Let's see how much damage Air Slash does. Oh, it flinches! Does more than half and it flinches, which means it's free. course I'm poisoned. Why would I not be poisoned? Try to learn Rain Dance. Rain Dance is very useful, but I don't really have room on my moveset for it. Hydrodose is evolving? Dracosmic. Oh, okay, okay. I see the, like, nebula clouds in the tail. That's neat, that's neat. Trying to... Well, it's trying to learn Rain Dance again. Actually... I could run this thing as a support mon. And it would just be, like, a really beefy, intimidating, dangerous support mon. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna do that, but I think I could do that. Its attack and special are evening up, it looks like. Competent mixed attacker? Hang on, do I have a... I do have an antidote. I can fix this problem. The solution is right there in my hands the whole time. Oh, you think having a water type is gonna save you? I can't believe they made Gyarados even more busted. I think I could solo the game with just the Gyarados line, actually. That... That's an idea, actually. It gets Air Slash to deal with grass types. It can get Earthquake to deal with... No, it can't get Earthquake. It can't get Earthquake before Surge. Unless you skip Surge. No, you can't get Earthquake because you have to have all 7 other gym badges to fight Giovanni to get the TM for Earthquake, and that's the only way to get Earthquake onto Gyarados. Unless they added it to its level up learn set, which I can't imagine that they did. But never say never. What the hell is that? Oh, Sand Slam. So this is a Sandslash evolution. Okay. So they took the pangolin Pokemon and made it into an armadillo. Okay. This is fine. I think I still like Jesus. Yeah, Jesus. I really like Jesus. I think I... just design-wise, still like, Sandslash just a little better, but I see the vision. I understand. And it probably has more evolutions to go as well. Oh, hey, look at that! I have one of those! God. The thing took so much damage. I do have a revive. I picked up a Hyper Potion from somewhere. Ooh. I thought that would restore more. Look at that, a no-tip. Again. Okay. don't have a fantastic answer for this. But it all works out. What if I just explode? Hell yeah. Thank you for your service, Weezing. Oh god. I need a paralyzed heal. Do I have a paralyzed heal? I have one paralyzed heal. I hope you feel special, Chariguana. So he leads Kangaskhan. Do I want to... He might have like a Nidoking that he could send in to resist. Well, it wouldn't properly resist, but... Never mind, nothing matters. None of my decisions matter. I'm going to switch once I get confused, which is right now. Serpent v Serpent. I'm so glad that missed because it probably would have killed. Goated team choices, by the way, for the ground type specialist. This is a much cooler and more interesting team. Vault Swipe, I'll take that. I don't have room for it. Oh my god. Okay. I like this thematically because Phelonk gains a ground type when it evolves, so it fits on his team, and also Giovanni having a Persian. It makes a lot of sense. I like this. I like this a lot. Great choice. 10 out of 10. Excellent environmental storytelling. I am getting outsped. Alright, Silph Scope acquired, and I'm just gonna escape rope out of here. It's too bad that the very fitting dungeon music didn't quite line up with the dungeon that I was just in. Oh, I need to go get tea, don't I? Look at that. Hello. When you have speed up on, this room is so annoying because it doesn't look like it. It looks like there's more space than there actually is. But like you can't step onto the corner tiles on the table, right? And there's these wandering Pokemon that of course have collision. You can't. It's a really annoying room. No, not that. Lavender Tower, I think, is the next place we should go. Although, hold on. I can access Saffron City, and I could have done this way earlier. But I didn't. Okay, yeah, you're still blocking the way. Oh, we can buy Hyper Potions. Let's buy, you know, a couple of those. I'm going to switch you into the top. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna go back and get ground Pokemon. What if we get Sandslash here? I want to see the Sandslash Evo. Wish granted, apparently. Okay, so that's the one we saw before. Rollouts. I don't have Defense Curl anymore, so not really worth it, because you can't do the combo. If you can do the combo, it does really good damage. Autobots, yeah. Fury Swipes, also not worth it, mostly because of the accuracy and the low base power. Like, its average damage is not really great. I apologize for any weird sounds when I take a sip of the coconut water that I have here. The bottle is a little awkward to sip out of. Sandstorm. I'm never going to actually spend a move or spend a turn to set up Sandstorm. I think it's perfectly fine. I have to force Puppet Dance Performance on you at some point. Why does that... Oh, Ground Steel? Okay, okay. Okay, so it has Sturdy. Did they update Sturdy to work like it does from Gen 5 onwards, where it's a built-in Focus Sash? God, I love the Sky Pillar theme, or the Sky Tower theme. So fucking good. So, if they did that... Well, even if they didn't, I think they might be cooking with this. I like the Ground Steel combo, and we only see it in the main games. I'm pretty sure the only time we've seen it is on Steelix, unless I'm forgetting something. And I never use Steelix because it's slow, it's defensive, and its offensive options, while its attack is much better than Onyx's, its offensive options, aside from Earthquake, tend to not be the best. Iron Tail. Iron Head is good. But I do kind of want to use this. Even if I miss the Pangolin spikes a little bit. But that's okay. Ground Steel. Good type. Interesting type. Puppet Dance Performance. That sounds like a Toho thing. Is it? Is that what it is? We're gonna swap you in. Unfortunately, no Earthquake at level 40. I kind of wish there was something power-wise that could kind of fill in the gap between the RNG Fiesta that is Magnitude and the... What the fuck is that? What in the living hell is that? It's the teeth. They gave it teeth. That's the thing that makes it unsettling. And like, if they only gave it teeth on like the top of the mouth, it would be orders of magnitude less unsettling. But they gave it the teeth on both the top and the bottom, and it just... Jesus fucking Christ. I wasn't prepared. I'm gonna see if I can do damage with Slash. Okay. It's a Ditto evolution, right? It's gotta be. I didn't even consider the possibility of Ditto also getting new evolutions. I've never even thought about what if Ditto evolved. That has thrown me for such a loop. Porygon Z. Oh, this thing gets to evolve too. It's got to, right? Okay. I thought it was about to start spamming Recover. Imagine if they did the funniest thing ever and gave the Magnemite line access to Levitate. Okay. I kind of need to get a Ditto now. Ditto evolves into a trainer. That would be a funny meme, but it doesn't seem like that would be in the spirit of how these evolutionary family extensions seem to be designed. They don't really seem to be doing, like, that would be something that, like, what is it? Pokemon Clover, I think it was, would definitely do. Because it was all about the, like, the meme Pokemon. Meme Fakemon. This game seems to be a bit of a more earnest character design study. As opposed to just like trying to pack jokes and memes into the game. I don't think I've seen any Pokemon I would consider to be like, any new Pokemon that I would consider to be like, this is here for meme purposes. It is actually insane, the difference in power, the difference in perceived power between magnitude like 6 and like 8. He's having a meltdown again? Has he been having like a serious meltdown, or like is something wrong? Over moss wrapped in seaweed? Like a food thing? Wow. It did the same thing I did. Are you not familiar with the whole moss thing? This is the first I'm hearing about a moss debacle. Trying to learn spikes. Ooh. Actually, yeah, I do kind of want to play around with spikes. Where's Cal? At work. Nope. Okay. For fouled. I'm still... No, it's not just because I was tired yesterday. The pun in for fouled is still going over my head. I guess I'm stupid. I might be stupid. God, nothing can touch me. I mean, I say that, I'm at red health, but like, everything does so little damage. My God, I love the steel type. Oh boy, long comment. TV context. Wait, I don't... You're putting this in my chat, so it's not like private or anything, right? Oh, okay. He was playing a VR game a very long time ago, and he was in a dungeon, cutting down moss. No, he was the dungeon, cutting down moss, and we joked that he should break the walls to see if he can find wall chicken, which is a Castlevania reference. And started saying the moss on it adds flavor, and that kicked off the moss, and it turned into a cult. You made a moss cult? You made a wall chicken moss cult? And you didn't invite me? I feel betrayed. There's a Persian. Makes sense. She usually has a Meowth. She even mentions it. Which is nice. Wow, magnitude 10. I'm so glad I hit a magnitude 10. Because, you know, fire is good against steel, so Flareon definitely beats Sandslam here. Despite not actually having any fire moves. Every time someone says Moss near Z, he flips out. Remember that next time you play Medieval together. We do need to do more Medieval Dynasty, don't we? I actually forgot about that. Like, I got distracted away from it by life things. Wow, I wish I had a rock move. I mean, it doesn't really matter. See, that was super effective and it barely did any damage. I know it's 15 base power, but like... Holy fuck. In my defense, I had very serious car problems at the time. It's very tanky. It's so tanky! This is great! And it makes it feel so good to use because it takes, like, no damage from anything. And it... Look at that! I wonder if they applied the later gen nerf to self-destruct and explosion. Or if they still do the thing where they, like, cut your defense in half for the damage calculation. Electivire? Yeah, I guess it makes sense. Electivire exists because, of course it does. Because it's an evolution for Electabuzz, and they needed more evolutions for Electabuzz, so they had to put in Electivire, and we've already seen Electivine. So, like, I shouldn't be surprised. Why am I surprised? I like Electivire. I'm glad it's in the game. I'm excited to see its further evolutions. Electivine and beyond. We must look very silly standing like this. Yeah. Yeah, if you think about it, you kind of do. Oh yeah, I've got a Pidgeot that I need to evolve. It's like Super Saiyan evolutions. Oh, to go even further beyond. The hardest part of using Sandslam is sometimes I need to be intelligent about which move I select. There's so many at this point. Yeah. Yeah, it is a little bit like that. This is forget team training. This is the real Pokemon DBZ crossover that we all needed. Level 52. I wonder if it's getting close to evolving again. Charguan is evolving again. Holy fuck. What is that? That turned into a completely different creature. Somebody mentioned, Tammy, you mentioned Castlevania a few minutes ago. As someone who's never played a Castlevania game, putting that out there, I should. Oh, it's a fire-water type. Oh, that makes perfect sense now. Actually, it doesn't make sense. Why does it suddenly become a water type? But I'm not complaining. It's Marvel scale. Everything about this is completely out of left field. What the hell is this? Why water and the fire? Yeah. So I get there are justifications for why the opposite elements of fire and water could be combined into one Pokemon. You can have a steam-oriented Pokemon, right? Or like a Pokemon that lives down in the volcanic vents at the bottom of the ocean. That's cool. I like that. So it's not like there's no justifications for it, but it is completely out of left field for Charizard to become a fire-water type. And now Wing Attack makes no sense. Well, no, it does still have wings. I guess those are fins? They're wing fins. Kind of like how a Manta Ray's fins are used more like wings. It's nothing like that because they're constructed completely differently, but so does this mean that so it loses its weakness to water? It's still weak to rock, but it's not double weak to rock. It's still weak to it is now weak to ground, which it was immune to. Oh, the background image on the video changed, so I guess we're out of the Red and Blue Rescue Team music and into the, what is it, the Explorers of Sky music? That's another one that I need to play. Probably on stream. I've only played like the first couple of dungeons from Explorers of Sky. But I've heard that it's like the best liked in the entire series. These stats are looking a little bit beefy. Like even for, this thing isn't even fully evolved yet. This thing has, I believe, one more evolution. This thing has one more evolution to go. I should play some Castlevania though. I have come to realize that one of my favorite indie games, Salt and Sanctuary, is, people call it a Souls-like, and I understand why, but it's, oh, Dracosmic is flying type, so it's not going to get hit by this. I get why, but the more I look at it, and the more I look at Castlevania games, the more I realize that it is like 90% a Castlevania-like. Like more than anything else. Salt and Sanctuary, yeah. It's a very fun game. 100% a Castlevania style game. Yeah. So if there's Castlevania style games, or if there's if Castlevania is anything like Salt and Sanctuary, I will probably enjoy those games. Especially because I didn't realize, I kind of thought that they were more platformy than they were. And less RPG. So I thought that there was less, like, character building than there seems to actually be. It seems like you actually do have different weapons that you can pick, and stats that you can allocate, and ways that you can build your character. You can build like a custom character, basically. Not that you, like, you're role-playing as the same character, but you choose how you build them and how, like, what playstyle you want to play with. And that makes the games immediately far more attractive to me. Are you talking about Assault? No, I'm talking about Castlevania. Salt and Sanctuary is also like that. It's got like a... It's got like a system where you use salt to level up. Similar to a Souls game. But then, unlike a Souls game, you... Sorry, burst your bubble. There are no stats in Castlevania games. But there's like equipment and stuff that you pick. Like what you want to equip and how you want to run your character. At least in some of them. You must be thinking of the PS1 version where you're Alucard. I might be, because I seem to remember the game that I'm... Did I get hit with accuracy shenanigans? I did, didn't I? But yeah, so I've developed a new interest in Castlevania games that I might be playing at least one of them on stream at some point. Okay, so we need Plasmion at the beginning because we need to be able to counter the rival's lead. Alright, Asbot. Did anyone... I hear that people... I forgot I had Thundershock. I only have Thundershock. It still does over half. This is fine. Into Gyarados, please. No. We went into Arcanine. Great. Get Uno reversed. D-Dance. I actually don't think it needs it. Finally, Earthquake! Look at that! We're gonna Air Slash the Executor. Hell yeah. Contemplating if I should get Bully Scholarship Edition. If it's on PC, I don't know how widespread this is, but I have had problems running it. It crashes constantly. Ferropin. Okay. Played it on PC before, never had problems with it. I wonder if it might be like a screen resolution thing. Some older games are like that. They're weird, and they will... they don't know how to handle modern screen resolutions, and so they will just crash, and it'll be your monitor's fault somehow. We're having way too much fun beating up Jocks and giving them swirlies. I just love that it's literally a GTA game. It's like a GTA RPG, right? Except instead of being a gangster or something in a city, you're a teenager with problems. And a slingshot and a bike. It's GTA Dennis the Menace edition. And that's such a fun concept. I love that. We're gonna go with the stab option. Flinch it down. Oh, thanks for the free rain dance. That was a really... Well, it's at the end of the battle, so it doesn't matter. But that was a really bad move. Why would you rain dance there? Okay. A dark type would probably be a good idea through here. I wonder if they... So these channelers almost all have... exclusively Ghastly, and then a couple of them have a Haunter. So this one has a Gengar that immediately poisoned me. God, poison does so much damage. Maybe it's maybe it feels like it's doing a lot of damage because I have a lot of HP, because I'm high level. I still have an antidote. I have one antidote left. And a... Oh, I bought a bunch of Hyper Potions. Nice. Normally in the game, whenever you try to grapple a girl character, they would stun you, but people found glitches to bypass that and did some shenanigans, like throwing them in the trash can. Wow, it's just like my high school experience. And this game is so realistic. The spirit left. Well, you know, maybe if you wouldn't go around trying to curse people, you wouldn't have to deal with getting possessed. Shit. Oh my god. Get out of here. I hate Gengar. What a garbage Pokemon. Get out of here. Easy fix on RPGs for healing items. Instead of having a potion that gives you 50 HP, have it heal 10% instead. That is, I think I've seen a couple of games that do actually have a system like that. They have a healing item system like that. I can't remember which ones. I guess we're going to use the bird. Get an elixir. What the hell is that Hypno doing here? If you survive... Well, I don't have to finish that sentence because he didn't. Shit. I learned Ingrain. Makes it more valuable through the entire game. Yeah. That's how Bloodborne made the healing vials, the blood vials, relevant without needing to have an upgrade item for them. They just heal 40% of your HP. It doesn't matter what the real number is, they just heal 40% at all stages of the game. It's actually a very solid system. So you don't have to like upgrade them so that they heal more as you level up your HP. Game I saw doing this was SRW Frontiers for the DS. I don't know that one. You've got good defense, so you should survive this. Yeah, okay. Neat. And I really like Marowak. I said I really like Marowak. And I want a Marowak. Because I want to see what it turns into. Thank you. Get Great Ball. Drowsy. Do you survive this? Don't even survive a cut. It's not even stab anymore. I don't even have a normal type anymore. Can I take one step? Not surprised not many people know about the Super Robot Wars series. Okay, that name I recognize. I just didn't make the connection with the abbreviation. Oh, look at that honor battle. There is no honor to be found here. I am level 50, which might be a little bit much. What do you have? I'm just gonna fight everybody. What the fuck? Enchanced. Okay. Is it a ghost type? It is. Okay. I kind of want to Hitmonchan now. You shall not pass, she says. Oh, and with the physical special split, Hitmonchan will be pretty good to have because it gets... Sorry, I notice a lot of them get Ghost Evolutions. Ghost Evolutions, Dark Evolutions, Steel Evolutions, basically all of the, like, Dragon Evolutions, basically all of the really uncommon types in Gen 1, they're, like, fixing that. This would be a really fun game to do Kanto Monotype runs in because of that. Because you get a lot more options because of all the dual types that they've added. And interesting type combinations, too. It survived. Oh wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? Hang on. Use Platinum. What? That's not a lot of damage. With all of the type changes, even for dual type Pokemon changing what their dual type combination is, a lot of Pokemon seem to have much more varied move pools. And it's turning into a problem where I don't have enough move slots to take advantage of all of that. This is only 60 base power. Paralysis chance, though. Dragon is resisted by, like, steel? And, like, nothing else. Neutral coverage for everything that isn't steel, and if it is steel, I'm a fire type. Insane that the fire type starter gets to become a fire water type, though. Oh no, Drowsy. Well, it definitely survives this. We can get a Drowsy here. I like Drowsy. I know people are like, oh, the Drowsy line is so creepy. But, like, I don't know, I like Drowsy. I like Drowsy better than Hypno. Stop spamming it. I'm trying to waste turns so that the Destiny Bond wears off. And in doing so, I got poisoned. Trying to learn Iron Defense. I'm going to elect no. I don't think it needs it. Nothing can touch it as it is. Honestly, steel types... I'm dead anyway. None of my decisions matter. Oh shit! New Evo. Okay. The spikes are back. The spikes are back. It's very round. This is such a round Pokemon. It is a ball. Friendly danger ball. What level is that? 48? Okay. Theradillo. It's a wrecking ball. It is a wrecking ball. It did get more speed. It's not enough speed, but it did get more speed. Yeah. That defense. Holy fuck, yeah, you're right. It's not even level 50 yet. And its defense isn't being boosted by, like, its nature or anything. Its attack is, which is actually very, very good. Jesus. That's a Pokemon. That is a Pokemon right there. I haven't gotten a Cubone yet, though, so the Pokedex is going to be mad at me for that. But I can get one later. Every time. Every fucking time. I'm gonna stop using you until you get fucking Thunderbolt. We'll use... No, because everything here is a poison type. Which is probably why I keep getting points. That's not a Pokemon, that's the ball Miley Cyrus rides in to crash your front door. We like outdated references on this channel. See, look at me. I am the one who poisons now. Oh look, a rare candy. Oh look, a Cubone. I guess I can... Third time's the charm, I can sleep it. And then... spam balls at it. We got a poison Jesse. Speaking of outdated references. This should still be a Marowak. Right? That's not a Marowak. Ocelobber. Hello. Pokemon Revolver Ocelot. It's nice to see you're doing well. Okay, you're gonna use Rage. Cool. That's a really cool design. I like it. Is that Marowak's new evolution then? The restless spirit of Cubone's mother. Well, I mean, I guess it's gotta be. That's just the vanilla text, but... Okay, so maybe Plasmion can actually do something here. Because these guys should have, like, yeah, Crobat. There you go. Doesn't one-shot us. This thing should have really good... Plasmion gets poisoned again, calling it out. Well, Team Rocket does use a lot of poison types. At least that one shot. Although I think that's... Well, no. Does Crobat have good defenses? I feel like Crobat is either a complete glass cannon or it has better defenses than you expect. Oh god. Get out of here. Before you can, like, safeguard or something. It put up the light screen! Oh, it's the end of the battle. Okay. Nothing matters. We're fine. We're Gucci. We're gaming. Well, there you go. Everybody, pass your wager money over to Tammy. They called it. I got fucking poisoned again. Lolu. Oh, is this the Hypno Evo? Okay. Okay. Neat. I don't mind it, actually. Cool design. Let's do Dracosmic. And then Bite. You're not saving anyone. God, look at the back sprite. It's just one of the spiked balls from Mario. Oh no, I can't escape. That's fine, because you also can't do anything to me. I would be shocked if you have any moves that can do any damage to me. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. That's fixed percentage damage. Wait, what's a spike? Wait, who's getting Hyper Beam? I feel like I feel like 90 accuracy is a bridge too far when you already lose your next turn. I did see a recent Nuzlocke that somebody was fighting the champion using an Arcanine, and they ran into an issue where they almost choked right there at the end, and almost got swept because their Arcanine failed to knock something out. And it led me to think that if you're going to use an Arcanine on your final team to fight the champion in Gen 3, it might actually be a good idea to throw Hyper Beam onto it. Just so that you can throw it out there and do fat physical damage to one target when, like, at any point when you need to. And I've been thinking about that strategy recently, because Arcanine, Gen 3 Arcanine, has some pretty good gonna check if I can't make ice cubes. Well, I wish you luck in your endeavors. It's got pretty good attack. And Hyper Beam is physical in Gen 3. It just seems like it'd be a good idea. A good little bit of insurance, because Arcanine does not have a varied enough move pool in Gen 3 that you really need all 4 of those move slots. You can afford to put Hyper Beam on its moveset for the champion. Alright, so I'm going to try and catch this thing. So we're going to try and catch this thing. Perfect. We're in a good spot. There we go. First try. I don't know if I got a different damage roll on that double kick, or if it was just that Snorlax had better defensive stats the second time around. Oh yeah, okay. Bold nature. That's a plus defense. That was probably it. It's got a pretty good baseline. It's a brave Drowsy. Oh god. I should probably swap out some team members. Because I am starting to feel a bit over level. Although it could also be the order that I'm doing things in. Like, I felt only slightly over leveled for Erika's gym, but then I felt way over leveled for the Rocket Hideout and Lavender Tower. Pull you on the team. And do some rare candying. No ice cubes, got ice cream. That's a fair trade. Uh, 40 base power is not great, but it's not the worst in the world. Please get Sludge Bomb at some point. Oh, we can get Toxic. That's not bad. Yeah, do that. So we're in Petal Dance. I mean, that's a pretty big damage boost over Absorb. I'd like Giga Drain. There's another level 40 evolution. There's a pattern here. It's still grass poison. I thought it might gain a dark type or something. Let's do, let's look at Dugtrio. Ah, Dugtrio is evolving? Dougroople. Okay. I think this is my favorite one so far. It's the same idea as Dunsparce, which I also love. It's just Dugtrio, but more. This is perfect. This is, we found the perfect evolution. It's not, maybe it's not the best Pokemon, but this is the best evolution that Dugtrio could have possibly had. It's the whole Brock video with Dugtrios all over again. This is fantastic. Oh my god, how are they gonna... If it has... It's gotta have more evolutions, right? Every Pokemon seems to have at least 2 extra new evolutions. How are they gonna top that? I don't know if they can top that. That's too good. My god. Alright. Oh, Ponyta. The main thing that I'm actually curious about with Ponyta is, does it still evolve at level fucking 40? Or did they lower it to a more reasonable level? Okay, thank Arceus. They lowered it to 30, which is there's a lot more reasonable. Does it also evolve again at 40? Like, half the dex seems to. What's one bounce? No. What? But again? It wants to learn bounce, but again? No. Stop trying to teach. Yes. Did not. Okay. Did I misclick there? Or did it try to learn bounce twice? Okay, it doesn't... Let's go a little bit further. Because I'm not actually going to use this thing, probably, unless it evolves into something just insanely cool. Wants to learn Blaze Kick? It's already cooler, because Rapidash should learn Blaze Kick. That makes sense. There it goes. It learns Blaze Kick, and then you're gonna give it a name that's that close to Combusken. We got Combustang. Any Mustang enjoyers in chat? We got a few of those in my town. No, I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. Oh, let's see. I do actually want to swap my team around, though. I'm not just wasting time here. Pidgeot, let's look at you. What's our wing attack? Well, I don't know quite yet if it's... I should probably check. So Pidgeot... Okay, it's got a little bit higher attack. It's also got an attack boosting nature. That's something to keep in mind. I believe its Mega Form turns it into a special attacker? No. No Feather Dance. I'm wondering if its further evolutions are going to do something similar. Okay, that's interesting. It got a perm. Pidgearrow. Finally, Pokemon is morphing into Final Fantasy. We've acquired access to the only offensive white magic spell other than Holy. But I wonder if it's going to do something similar and make it... Where's Holy Nova? Am I too much of a Final Fantasy old head to know what a Holy Nova is? Back in my day, we just had Holy. We didn't have any of this. Oh, no, they went in the complete opposite direction because its special attack has not gone up at all, but its attack has shot up. So they're going the opposite route. They're making it a physical attacker. Pidgey, finally viable. Finally actually a good Pokemon, a good Route 1 bird. All they had to do was make it fast and make it hit hard. Take it to 40 and see if that... No, it wouldn't have its evolution levels that close together. You're low level. We can raise your level up and see what you turn into, if anything. Bug Buzz. That's a good type, or not a good type. It's actually a bad type, but it's a good move. It's a good move for the bug type. It's better than Foresight. I think Foresight is worse than Tackle. So I'm gonna delete Foresight over Tackle. Stun Spore. Wait a minute. Do you have Compound Eyes? You have Shield Dust. Can't have shit in Kanto. I lost my Butterfree, lost its Compound Eyes. My Venomoth doesn't have Compound Eyes. And all of my other Sleep Powders are grass types. They can't have Compound Eyes. Hey, look at that, Sleep Powder. Amazing. Level 37, the usual evolution level. Okay, interesting. Venomina. Venomina? I'm gonna go with Venomina. See if it learns any new moves by level 40? Nope. Okay. Wait a minute. Let me check. Okay, Bug Poison still. Shield Dust still. Stats. Not that impressive. Special attack is almost in the triple digits. Almost there. So these are not the worst stats I've ever seen. It's... You know what? This isn't its final form. It probably gets better. But it's struggling to differentiate itself at the moment, I think. What about you? What's your... Still both Bug Poison. They didn't get a cool type upgrade like Butterfree's evolutions did. I keep seeing this thing's name, Pyrofree, and thinking of the black Pyroflies from the Elden Ring DLC. I should finish Shadow of the Erdtree, I think. Especially because I've been avoiding other people's Elden Ring challenge run videos lately, because all of the ones that were made within like the past year include the DLC, and I want to finish the DLC before I watch anybody else play through the DLC. But I've been putting off finishing the DLC. I'm gonna put you here, I guess. And consign you over here. Corvisquire in chat? A good Pokemon? I can learn Thrash. Oh, we have a Fault Swiper. Look at that. And now it's evolving. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Ocelobber. Is it... Okay. So, opinions. Is this supposed to be Ocelobber as in... Ossa is obviously bone. Has to do with bones. Is this... Does it lob bones as in throw them? Or is it a bone clobber? Is that the pun? Opinions? Thoughts? Alternative interpretations? Lightning Rod on a ground type is really good in double battles, which this game has barely any of. You think it's both of them? It could be. I have said for a while that the best thing about Oink Alone from Gen 9 is the name is a multi-layered pun, because it oinks alone and also oink cologne, because it's all about it's a perfume Pokemon. Let's do Drowsy. See if we can get... We've only got 10 levels to do this in. Going straight from Confusion to Psychic is kind of insane. Sounds like Kel. I don't think Kel actually likes the Lechonk line very much. Which is very funny. Look at that. A level 40 evolution. Yeah, I do like this design. This is cool. This is a much cooler design than Hypno itself. What are our stats? We are still a special defense specialist. So that sucks, but the special attack isn't that low. Well, it's not even, it's not that low. It's not low. It's, you know, special attack is perfectly fine. It can do damage. It can take hits on the special side, which is, you know, there's a good niche for that. Cubone, I don't need to level you up. Let's try Snorlax. It comes with a Chesto Berry, by the way. So you can Resto Chesto right off the bat. Body Slam? I'll take that, yes. I'm never going to flinch with this thing because it's never going to go first. Level 40 evolution? Level 40 evolution! Oh my god, it stood up. Snorlax evolved into Actlax. Oh no. He's realized his true power. He's got on his grind set and adopted an active lifestyle. Panic, yeah. Imagine seeing this thing coming at you. At 37 speed units per time unit. That is painfully slow. I do think it'd be really funny. It would be super funny if they just completely flipped the whole theming of Snorlax. If they were going to be like, oh, he stood up and adopted an active lifestyle, and then like made Snorlax's evolutions actually really fast. Like fast glass cannons. or its final evolution, is like a fast glass cannon. Like that one guy, like the one big guy in, what was it, Air Gear? Where he, like, everybody thinks that he's, like, this big fat guy, but then when he gets serious about I forget what the main conflicts in that anime are. Races, I think? I'm pretty sure it's basically a racing anime. But when he gets, like, really serious about something, he flexes, and he goes from being Snorlax shaped to being, like, super fucking ripped. Last evolution, Snorlax loses weight and becomes Slimlax, the marathon winner. That just sounds like a... Slimlax just sounds like a scam drug. That's like, oh, it's a laxative specifically formulated to help you lose weight. But, like, the whole thing is a scam. And it's from, like, the 90s or something. I'm spoiled for choice here, but I'm not really spoiled for type diversity. Plasmion is not performing very well, but it's not really its fault. It just needs a better electric move. Oh, you're definitely going back on the team. There we go. Okay. Oh, wait. I also want you. Now we can go down the... I did pick up the bike, right? Didn't pick up the bike. I forgot the bike. Here we go. I guess I could have walked there now that I've got Saffron City open. It's not that big of a deal to walk there, but speed up. Oh my god, the bike sucks with speed up. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The amulet coin. Yes, please. Thank you. I will take an amulet coin. I would rather have the item finder, because I want to get the... Right here. I'm spamming the A button. On this tile right in front of me is a leftovers. I can't get the I can't actually pick up the hidden leftovers without the item finder. I have to have the item finder. I have to use the item finder to item find it. Maybe we can level up and get... That was a crit. That damage was a crit, and I'm... Oh, double crit. Okay. When in doubt, just crit, forehead. I love RNG. Gyro Ball? You're telling me having a... having a plus attack minus speed nature is actually beneficial? Sand/Stonks have never been higher. It goes from Thundershock straight to Thunder. Why do we gatekeep Thunderbolt so fucking badly? Surge no longer gives out the Thunderbolt TM. He gives out, fuck, what's it called? Shockwave instead. If you want to buy Thunderbolt, you can't buy it in the store. You have to go to the game corner where it costs $80,000. You can't pick up a copy of it anywhere in the world. I mean... there is no situation in which I use this thing against... in which I stay in against a ground type. So... I guess we just play the fucking lottery, because Game Freak wants us to play the lottery. Because this isn't even, like, anything specific to this hack. This is a problem in the original Fire and Leaf Green as well. Game just hates you and doesn't want to give you the skill. I know, right? I mean, I hit 3 Thunders in a row just now. There we go. That's what I expected to happen. What the fuck is that? I keep getting... it's not even that shocking, it's just that I wasn't expecting that. And I really should start expecting the new evolutions to be showing up more often. Because... Jesus! How tanky is this thing? Not tanky enough, apparently. Oh, Mutry Bell's evolving. Oh my god, look at its little feet! Look at its stubby little feet! Like, yes, this thing is terrifying and hideous, but like, look at its stubby little feet! Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Do I have... I don't have an antidote. Do I have a full heal? Full restore? No? And I can go fuck myself? Okay. You know what? I have a solution to this, actually. That's my solution. Looks like a messed up Pitbull. Look. You shouldn't make fun of him, okay? That's how he actually looks in real life. So don't be rude. It's not exactly the poor girl's revive. It's more like the rich girl's revive. Using a rare candy as a revive. That crit might have mattered, because it seems like we don't actually do the damage that I wish we did. Oh my god. Surely you survived this, okay. most annoying part of Cycling Road is getting to the end and then having to do that little dance because you're playing with speed up. Thinking about what I want to do next. Do I want to do the... I should probably do the Safari Zone. Go and get Surf. Surf will be a really good thing to grab. Oh, the Safari Zone. Oh, I can get some... Ooh. I can also get some new Pokemon in the Safari Zone. That's not a new Pokemon. And I didn't mean to hit... Ooh, a Dodrio. Okay. I can get a Dodo elsewhere, and it's easier to get... Oh, Electabuzz. Okay. That's fair. I would do the same thing if somebody chucked a rock at me. First thing. What am I doing? Did not mean to do that. Oh no. Are the things that are more... that are like higher evolved than they normally are they gonna have like a higher chance to flee? Oh, I do want to check something. Okay. 270 steps remaining. If I do this... Oh no, it does still count your steps inside of the... Yikes. That's a myth. Busted, I guess. Didn't mean to... I keep misclicking. Ooh! Scizor? Okay. We are cheesing the timer. It's less of a timer and more of a step counter. Imagine if timed things in real life worked the same way as the Safari Zone does. And they like actually measured. You can get evolutions here. This is definitely not like the optimal way to get an evolution. Electabuzz. Get in the ball. Neat. Scizor. Get in the ball, please. Damn it. Okay. Alright. So that's Pinsir's evolution, I guess. It's kind of weird that it's got like the asymmetric arms. Like asymmetry like that, except for in the case of like asymmetry of size, that's usually a visual indicator of like something unnatural happening, a mutation, some sort of questionably ethical experiments gone awry, things like that. So I'm a little bit curious about this thing now. Well, I guess I'll stay curious. But didn't want to get in the ball. Shit. Alright. Tauros. As if the professor that fused the Pokemon to his rear wasn't experiments going wrong. What? I don't know what you're talking about, Tammy. We got a Tauros. Sick. Best attacker in the entirety of RBY competitive. And now it gets to evolve. Talking about last stream where the professor entered a room and the Pokemon disappeared. Oh no, that was Bill. Bill's not a professor, although maybe he should be. I guess there's an argument there. He's less of a Pokemon professor type, though, and more of just like... He's a computer guy, not a Pokemon guy. I mean, he's a Pokemon guy in the same way that, like, anybody in the Pokemon world is a Pokemon guy. Alright. Oh, wait a minute. My Charizard can learn Surf. What a wonderful sentence. Is Wing Attack useful? What are we weak to? Water and ground don't matter, because we have stab water moves. Electric? But I can just switch to my ground type, so who cares? Flying is good against, mostly, things that fire is also good against. So yeah. My Charizard learned Surf. You love to see. Strength in place of... Oh no, I already got rid of... Do we want to Sand Attack, or do we want to keep Spikes? I'm never going to use Spikes. Hell yeah. That rare candy is extremely important. We wouldn't be able to complete the run without that rare candy. I think Ferradillo is gonna be the MVP in Koga's gym because it resists psychic moves from the Hypnos used by the jugglers. It is immune to poison and poison moves. and it has super effective damage against all of Koga's Pokemon except for the Weezing, which levitates. One of these might be a Fire Breather and have like a Magmar or something. Gengar. Interesting. But does it still... We're gonna do science. It does still have Levitate. Okay, good to know. I had to use a lot of PP. It took a really big PP to take that guy down. Unfortunately. Jinkies. Wait, is that... Oh, yeah, that's... Okay, I see the lips, the way the arms are. That's a Jinx evolution. Okay, interesting. Is it still an Ice type? Yep. Mr. Jest. We don't respect Jester's privilege in this house. Be swallowed up by the earth. Simsalabim. Okay. Oh, Plasmion's evolving! This reminds me of something. What does this remind me of? Galbion. Okay. It reminds me of something. Oh, it learns extreme speeds. Okay. Wow, I wish I was a physical attacker. Oh, you know what? Oh, we still have Volt Absorb. No secondary type. It reminds me a little bit of the virus from Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase. That's what it reminds me of. My god! Look at that speed! Look at the speed! This thing is... Regieleki, is that you? And it could be higher. It could have a speed boosting nature. I'm sure it doesn't have perfect IVs or anything. So level 55 is when the evolutions hit their final evo. Hello? You just let me... Ooh. Adnocana. Okay. So this is Arbok's final form. I like how they kept the name theming This is... This must be the dungeon where you fight Dialga. What this music is from. Because it's got elements of Dialga's fight to finish. Well, not even elements, it's just another arrangement of Dialga's fight to the finish. I guess rearranged for the dungeon theme. Because I don't think there are any boss themes in this playlist. It's only dungeon themes. Oh, Pinsirier. Here we go. I can actually fight one of these things. Okay. Probably got pretty good to... Never mind. It's just that I outsped it. That was the problem with Gyro Ball. Intimidate doesn't matter. I cannot be intimidated. Maybe that's it. Trying to learn Perish Song. Well, that's very flavorful. Phenomena. This is... I don't remember it having the thing on its head, but... I guess it is the same Pokemon. It's the same name. I wonder if it... Nope, Earthquake can't hit it. That's right, it still has Shield Dust. I used up all my Earthquakes, though. There's not really a reason to save Koga for later. So we're just gonna go ahead and do him now. Not there. There we go. There's a possibility he has some tricks up his sleeve. He is a ninja after all. Okay, well, there's one trick up his sleeve right off the bat. He leads with an Intimidate. Okay. Dark Pulse, okay. My God. This thing's special defense must be insane. That flamethrower was going to be a 3-shot. Like, I should have done way more damage. Radirool. Oh, is this the final form of what is it? Raticate? It's still got the knot in the tail. I was very certain that it was going to be a Rat King. Technically it is a Rat King in a way. Yeah, it's a Rat King in like the more literal interpretation. I think we swap. Incoming poison move, probably. Normal move is also just fine. Joking. Do you have Levitate? Because it looks like it's on the ground now. guess we'll find out. Nope. Jesus! The damage that did! Gyarados time. Visibat, okay. What does that... I mean, there's only one bat Pokemon in Kanto. So I want to say... Oh, looking at the teeth, yeah, that's got to be a Crobat evolution, right? Is that what my Crobat's going to turn into? Oh yeah, and it's got the two pairs of wings as well. I don't like how it has eyeballs on its feet. I kind of like that, actually. It feels like it's becoming like a Gazer enemy from Final Fantasy. Let's see. When in doubt, just go for the neutral stab, right? You should have used a full restore and not a full heal. Oh, I'm so glad that we have running indoors. I think I just noticed that. We're 5 badges into the game, and I just noticed, oh, hey, they made it so you can run indoors. Yeah, 5 badges in. I guess it's Silph Company time? Is it Silph Company time? It might be Silph Company time. I'm guessing you played Final Fantasy VI before? I've actually streamed my first playthrough of 6. But I didn't finish it. And I don't think I got terribly far either. I could pick it back up again. Oh yeah, we can't fight Sabrina until we clear out Silph Company. How far did you get? I don't remember. I would have to boot the game back up again and check like where I am, and I can tell you. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is go to floor 5 and get the card key. I kind of figured this guy would have an Anaconda, because he usually has an Arbok. There's the card key. Oh, wait. Not even the first split then? Maybe you got as far as meeting the King's brother, maybe? Oh, wait, by split, do you mean the river section? Because I did do the river section. And it split the party. There's multiple party splits. Then. Don't you know you're never supposed to split the party? It's always a bad idea. Oh shit, you get Sword Dance? I think Sandslash might get Sword Dance, so that makes sense. Um... Honestly, probably better to be able to set up in the late game. I think if I find a if it wants to learn another steel type move that isn't dependent on, that doesn't like vary in damage, I might replace Gyro Ball with it. I want more dependable damage. Like if they put Iron Head in the game, and I think they might have, and I can learn Iron Head, that'd be so much better. Okay. So now we can go to 4-9 and go ahead and fight this guy, and then we unlock the Polibat. See, it's getting more eyes. It's gaining more eyes. 6 is kind of the longest Final Fantasy out of all of them. I can see that, yeah. Because, like, I took a long time to beat 12, but that was because I was, like, constantly getting sidetracked. Do you have multiple I think you have multiple Pokemon, so I'm gonna Swords Dance. Gilduck. Was that a Golduck evolution? If it's shiny isn't golden, I riot. Which Final Fantasy did you actually beat? 1, 3, 4. Not 7, but I got pretty far in it. Uh, 10, 12, and I got pretty far in 13. Ow. Even with doubled attack, I still can't... I still barely do anything to myself in Confusion. What a goated Chad Ferrodilla is. Okay, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. I would like to not take a lot of damage. So, most of my not taking damage is coming from resisting things. If I don't resist it, if it's neutral damage, I actually take damage. And there's the heal. And over here is the way to the rival. We could go beat the rival now, I think. What the fuck? Machulk. Did you get to disc 2 in 7? I'm not sure in terms of discs, because I didn't play it on the original PS1. I didn't play 7 until it had already been, like, re-released and ported, like, half a dozen times. Yes. Okay, see, that's the solution to that thing. Just hit it with a physical move. Stab, super effective physical move. There you go. So that point is the 50% mark in 7. But for 6, it would be like 25 to 30%. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Spare Hyper Potion. I'm going to fight the rival, and I think I might call it after the rival. So let's go ahead and fight the rival. Does someone want to explain what the fuck is going on my screen? What? Why? 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 Okay. All right, we're fine. We are fine. We're gaming. Exeggity. Exgiggity. I'm gonna paralyze this thing first. Okay, so it's not a ground type. I suspected it might be a ground type because of the way it is. It's not a ground type. Oh, give me a free switch in. Thank you for the boost. Bohoodoo. Oh, is that Alakazam? Oh, I wish I still had a physical move. I bet its physical defense still sucks. Sun Boosted Flamethrower should still do good damage? Yeah. Sinsha. Okay. That's Arcanine, right? I'm gonna Smoke Screen to waste the last turn of sunlight so I can surf at full power. Fortis. Okay. That's a neat design. I don't know about for the Squirtle line, but I'm already kind of on the fence about Blastoise. Which I like. A Blastoise, a Pokemon that I like very much. Not really being a super logical jump from Wartortle. So, Rock Steel or Water Steel? Probably, yeah. They wouldn't get rid of its water typing. It's a starter. They wouldn't get rid of its primary typing. Let's try this. Or it can. That's exactly what I would expect from. That's exactly what I would expect from a descendant of Blastoise. Okay, confirmed. Flash Cannon is in the game. Does Dragon Breath do any more? No! Oh, it's resisted. Wait, Dragon Breath is resisted. So it's Steel type. Oh, you just threw the match. Great. He tried to use Skull Bash, but it hasn't charged up first. This is why you never use charge up moves. Ever. Get a Lapras. I'm sure you can catch more Lapras later. Okay. I don't really care about charge up moves are ways to a turn, at least in this game. Yeah, and honestly, cooldown moves and moves with semi-invulnerable turns are not that much better. Like, it is better to have a semi-invulnerable turn as part of your charge up move, like with Fly or Dig. But it's not that much better. You're still taking double the turns. I'd rather attack twice. And a lot of those moves, they don't even hit that hard. Dig was good in Gen 1 because it had 100 base power, which meant that it was delayed Earthquake. Except you could get it before Misty. Let's use you. It couldn't have even poisoned. You couldn't have had the decency to poison Nidoruli. Okay. New Nido form has just dropped. I'm shocked that didn't poison me. Given my luck with poison, I'm shocked. Thunder shocked, even. Okay. Also, little detail that I only noticed recently. Didn't you say you were going to end after arrival? I have changed the terms of the agreement. Pray that I don't alter them further. Also, this is the guy I was talking about. The Mafia boss? Oh yeah, Giovanni. With the realist, but yeah. Something that I only noticed very recently, because when I was a kid, I played this on a tiny little postage stamp sized Game Boy Advance screen with no backlight, and I didn't notice it because it's very subtle. If you look at the Pokeball that he's tossing up and down, it's purple. That's a Master Ball. He's just casually tossing and catching a Master Ball while challenging you to a battle. What a Chad. We're going to... I don't really want to pop Petal Dance right at the beginning. Why do you have that? Why do you have Psychic? What? I could have used Petal Dance. Oh wait, no, does it prevent you from switching out though? It might prevent you from switching out. I got poisoned that time, by the way. I'm about to die. Yep. The poison. Fortunately, that's no longer my only water type. My Charizard is also a water type. Remarkable. Okay. This thing is just getting, like, more thick and just... Eventually, it's going to need to learn how to levitate to move around. It kind of... The thing on its head kind of is reminding me. It's kind of reminding me of the destroyer droids, droidicas from Star Wars. Nidoarchy. It's female. Okay, so this is a Nidoking evolution, or a Nidoqueen evolution. You unintentionally made a Super Robot Wars joke? You know, I'm just fucking cool like that. Fucking baller music, by the way. I like this like medley, this like dungeon theme medley going on. Are you also a ground type? Kangalus. Kangalis. I guess it's like Kanga and Callus, as in like cruel. It used endure. You don't even take super effective damage. Man, the Thunderwave Cave theme is so fucking good. I must go, but I shall return. Okay, okay, Giovanni, I'll see you later. Key card opens the door. Okay, so that unlocks. Well, let's go check out the Lapras, and then I'll be done. Oh, let's check out the Tauros as well. Careful nature. I think that lowers special attack and boosts one of your defenses. Lonely Lapras. That's fine. It boosts attack, but it doesn't lower special attack or speed, so it doesn't really matter. I don't care. And it technically does do something, because you get Body Slam. So, your Body Slam will do a little bit more damage. Level 25. You get Lapras at level 25. How far into the game am I? And I just got a Lapras at level 25. But I didn't have the rare candies. This is something I'm going to rant about later. I have an edited video planned, if I can ever figure out how to do that, about how Lapras is not actually the ideal water type to go through the game with, like some people have suggested. It's not like a super serious thing that I'm like debunking or whatever, but it is a pet peeve of mine, because you get this thing at a minimum of like badges aren't really a good measure of how far into the game you are, because a bunch of them are skippable. But like, I'm 5 badges in like a normal progression, and I just got the Lapras, and it's level 25, and in the official games it's level 15 when you get it at this point in the game. So you have to do a bunch of grinding to catch it up, and then you have to spend $80,000 on at least one TM, which is usually Thunderbolt, because it learns Ice Beam naturally. You get Surf, you put Surf on it, you get Psychic for free. You get 1 copy of Psychic for free. It's a whole thing. I got a whole thing planned. I think Blastoise is just an objectively better option. Like, if you want a good water type on your team, just pick Squirtle. Squirtle is just good. It's just the best water type you can put on your team for an in-game playthrough. Spoilers. Tauros over here is ready to go. It's level 42. Intimidator, great stats. What a good Pokemon. Anyway. I think that's gonna do it. I'm gonna go check and see. Actually, do I have anybody? Oh my fucking god, I got a notification on my phone. For a new app that my phone has downloaded, a new fucking shovelware game that my phone has downloaded without my permission. I hate that it does this. Stop downloading shovelware games onto my phone. It just automatically does this. I hate it. What? Phones did not used to do this. You know, even 5 years ago, I feel like phones didn't do this. Really annoying and invasive, and I hate it. Anyway, that aside, I'm gonna go over to Twitch on my computer, and I'm gonna check and see if any of my friends are streaming. If anybody... oh, back to Twitch. Here we go. Nobody that I know is streaming. Great. Gonna see if we can raid somebody, perhaps. This is the wrong page. I don't know how to... Twitch updated their website, and I no longer know how to... I no longer know how to navigate it. Why do you download shovels? I don't! I don't download shovels. That's the problem. I did not authorize this. Raid channel. Similar or smaller size. Same category. Yes. I don't know any of these people. Oh wait, somebody's doing an Ironmon? No. I'll raid somebody later. That is, I think, gonna do it for today. So, I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'm part of the reason why I'm ending it here is that I need to get something to eat. So I'm gonna go do that. And thank you guys for tuning in. I hope to see you next time. Hope you had a good time. And I will see you later. Bye.